Hi everyone, Mark Friedrich here from Millburn High School Virtual Adventure Education. Welcome to episode 8 of Rapid Links. These Rapid Link videos are intended to serve as a quick connector between the outside school community and the inside course content. We hope you enjoy episode 8. There are a lot of exciting things happening as we conclude virtual adventure education. But for me, one of the most exciting things is we got to return to Millburn High School for the first time since March 13th. Although students are still learning virtually, teachers begin preparation for hybrid learning marking period 2. It's good to be back. Skill work this week focuses on this, the single figure 8 climbing knot, and the assessment piece that goes with it for the marking period. Students have been busy at home tying their knots and submitting them on Google Classroom. I could tell you all about it, but let's take a look at what my students are doing.
Bite you. It's going to come around. It's going to bite you a second time, and then it's going to go under and then over through the hole.
And then the right, there needs to be the long bit and the tail. So this, for the story, is going to be our snake, and these two are going to be our tree. So the snake is going to bite you. You can hold it with your other hand now. Go around the tree, going to bite you again, and then it's going to go up through a hole in the tree in front of you. So once you pull it tight, it should look like this, and you should have a space for comfortably fit 4 fingers, but no bigger, no smaller. Put it really tight.
You want to tell a tale about how the snake bites you in the nose, and he'll wrap around a tree, and he'll magically morph into Antonio Gibson, run right through the Cowboys defense. Then you want to make your knot a little bit tighter, a little bit more compact.
You palm your knot, put your thumb down, you take one side of the tail, wrap it around your thumb, and wrap it around your thumb again. And then you take this.
Wow, those are some amazing knots, Millburn. Thanks for sharing with us. Wait, did one of my students troll me about my Dallas Cowboys defense while tying a figure 8 knot? That's unbelievable. But I tell you what else is unbelievable. The progress you have made as students in adventure education learning how to tie the essential climbing knots. Great job. Keep those assessments coming, Millburn. Our theory part of virtual adventure education this week revolved around the topic of trying new activities for the first time and trying new activities on a regular basis. We also had great discussions on the key elements of play and why playing is a huge part of human development. Thanks to our weekly visits with experiential educator, author, and owner of Playmeo.com, Mark Collard from Australia, we were able to once again learn more about the benefits of trying new activities and the value of playing for children and adults. We were easily able to tie this into our adventure education motto of, when is the last time you did something for the first time? Thanks so much to Mark Collard and Playmeo for assisting us in these topics. Speaking of playing, we got to play several new team builders this week in virtual adventure education. Let's take a look. A few of my favorites this week were Coin Wars, This or That with Connections, Name Impulse, 52 card flip, but my absolute favorite was our whip around being performed in foreign languages. Only in adventure education can you combine so many languages into one group game. V-Gate, Sam?
Hola, Jack. Hola, Romy.
Gamarjuba, Sophie.
Hola, Ryan.
Bonjour, Chloe. Buenos dias, Kristen.
As our virtual marking period comes to a close here soon, I want to make sure this week's virtual field trips centered around how we would normally end our marking period in adventure education. That means we're going ziplining this week. Come on, grab your helmets. It's going to be great. We took a look at the world's longest urban zip line and how it operated high above the city streets and marinas in Dubai. Students got to see what constitutes an urban zipline experience, and they all agreed they'd be up for this type of adventure 550 feet above the city streets. We then traveled to the United Kingdom to take a look at the world's fastest zipline in the slate quarries of Wales. Students got to see this rural countryside from a 500-foot, 1-mile-long adventure that was similar in style to the urban zipline in Dubai. We voted on which experience was more appealing, and most students agreed they'd want to go zipping through the streets of Dubai. Lastly, it was off to Whistler Mountain in British Columbia, Canada for the longest zip line in North America. Before watching this video, we discussed trying new activities to enrich one's life and the benefits of living in your stretch zone while learning. Clearly, the participant on the zip line was a first-timer who was well into her stretch zone for the ride of a lifetime. Wow, those were some exhilarating zipline trips. I certainly hope we can get back to ziplining here at Millburn High School, but my advice to you is keep living in your stretch zone and don't lose that sense of adventure, Millburn. And one final note to close out this episode of Rapid Links. Students are reminded that their design projects for our new challenge course at Millburn High School are due on November 6th. Please make sure those projects are submitted to Google Classroom. Students have been asked to design a new high ropes course for Millburn High School and must submit proposals of a ropes course design in a professional way to me via Google Classroom. Our student builders have seen a lot of ropes courses virtually this marking period, so the ideas should be fresh in their minds. I'm excited to see the work and look forward to adding some of the student ideas to our ropes course in the near future. Well, that's a wrap on episode 8. Thanks for watching Rapid Links this week. Happy Halloween, and as always, stay safe out there.